Yeah, what is packing with you, YouTube? KHTV back with another video. Let me back up off the mic a little bit. All right. Hopefully, this won't be our final G spot player prop pick for Underdog Sports for the Green Bay Packers. Because we got a playoff game to get to. So, with that being said, man, let's get into this shit. Now we got the Chicago Bears coming into town, our last home game of the season. And hopefully it's a good one. We won last week against the Minnesota Vikings. We pretty much knew how that game script was going to go with the backup quarterback. But now we have a starting quarterback, Justin Fields, to deal with. And let's get it going. All right, for the Chicago Bears offense, right now everything is early on Underdog. I mean, this is Saturday. They probably add some more prop picks for these players. One of the things that kind of had me confused was why they didn't have Bo Melton on there. With a lot of these questionable receivers for the Green Bay Packers, like Christian Watson, Dontavion Wicks, and Jay Reed. Those guys are kind of banged up, and I guess they're game time decisions as of right now. Yeah, I guess they game time decision as of right now. So all of this stuff is subject to change. I mean, Saturday we just taking a first early look and sample of what the prop picks are telling us about how this game is going to go. All right, let's start it off with the Bears. Justin Fields. I'm going to just talk about some of the prop picks that I think can happen. They probably won't, but just can happen. Justin Fields, I mean, they got him at 1.5 passing touchdowns. They got him at half rushing and receiving touchdown. That's one I like. I think he'll probably run a touchdown in. And then they have him at 55.5 rushing yards. I like that a lot because he does run out of the backfield quite a bit. As far as his passing yards, it's kind of iffy. I mean, you could roll over or under with his passing yards, over under with his passing touchdowns. But I didn't want to touch the passing yards because the Packers secondary and defense is kind of all back. These guys are all back. And I think they all going to play. And I think this is going to be a game where the defense probably prevails and wins this game. But let's, get back into it. We got Khalil Herbert. He's back. He's 100% after being banged up, I think, the last few weeks. They got him at 60 rushing yards, and that was about it. Cole Kmet, they got him as just a rushing and a receiving TD. Be careful with the rookie Tyler Scott. You know what I'm saying? He might have a touch or two, might have around 20 receiving yards, maybe 3 receptions. So, keep your eye on that. It's not something that I'm definitely going to be running to, but maybe in a few slips, because I might go a little heavy on this last game of the season. So maybe with a few slips, I might add him in there along with ESB, Equanimeous St. Brown. On the defensive side of the ball, well, yeah, DJ Moore, they got him at 5 receptions, 63.5 yards receiving. Maybe, I don't know. I think, he's been over that, I think, a couple of games. But, with Jair back and a secondary playing strong, he might be a little limited unless, it's a blown coverage play or a scramble drill play. Justin Fields like to scramble. But I think the defense will get to him. And on the defensive side of the ball, they got I like Tremaine Edmonds with 2 assist tackles, and I like Montez Sweat to probably get a sack in this game. He might slip through the offensive line and get a sack. Now to the Packers side of the ball, it's not much on the Bears side. It's not much. I mean, if you want to roll with a kicker, and the kicking points or field goals or whatever, defensively, You can run with some of their defensive players. I didn't see anybody that really stood out, but these two, Montez Sweat and Tremaine Edmonds. But let's get back. Let's get to the Packers side of the ball. It's not really much to go by right now because it's early projections and early props. Maybe they add Bo Melton. Maybe they add uh, uh, uh. I'm trying to think of somebody. Oh, maybe they add Rashawn Gary because I don't think he's on there right now. As far as the defensive side of the ball, of course we don't have AJ Dillon playing. He has a stinger in his neck, so he'll be out. So a lot. They got Patrick Taylor on here. I don't know how many. They just got him with a touchdown. A lot of these prop picks that they have for the Packers is like touchdowns. But let's get into it. Jordan Love, I like the 7.5 rushing yards. You could probably go pass attempts, 34.5 pass attempts. You could probably go under on that. And that's just based off the fact that if Aaron Jones is running the ball well, then you have least amount of pass attempts for the quarterback. Speaking of Aaron Jones, they got him at 63.5 rushing yards and 17.5 receiving yards. I like both of those picks. You could go with either one. He's going to run the ball out of the backfield. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield. You just got to kind of think Matt LaFleur is going to probably have Aaron Jones heavily involved in this offense, knowing that you got a lot of receivers banged up and, the guys that are healthy, hopefully they can get some opportunities to make some plays. Christian Watson, questionable. They have him at 31.5 receiving yards. Jay Reed, questionable. They got him at 47.5 receiving yards. Romeo Doubs, they got him at 35.5 receiving yards and a rushing or receiving TD. I like Romeo Doubs over 35.5 receiving yards. Tucker Kraft, I wish they had some yards with him, but they just got him with a touchdown right now. They got Tay Wicks, who's questionable, with a touchdown right now. And one of the biggest things I like with this defense, I like Jair Alexander to get an interception in this game. Some way, somehow, I have a feeling Justin Fields is probably going to force a pass somewhere where maybe DJ Moore is being covered and maybe there's a pass breakup and then the ball just falls into Jair Alexander's hands for an interception. So, I might run with that. Be very careful, man. Careful with what you picking in this game. Just try to go after the guys who get the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to get some looks, some targets, who's going to get some rushing attempts. So you got to think that the Bears are probably going to try to get the balls in their playmakers' hands. And the Packers are probably going to try to do the same thing too. So, yeah, this is the last G spot for the regular season. We will have one for the playoff game if we take care of business against Chicago. Remember, we win and we in. So, I'll probably throw a player prop. It ain't gonna be no five player prop pick. It might be 3 or 2, and I might split them up. I might not just go five players. I might split it up, 2 here, 3 there, maybe 4. You know what I'm saying? Just to stay on track with the guys that I think will be scripted in this game to make plays and score touchdowns. So, with that being said, man. Good luck out there if you betting on this game. Make sure you do your research. Remember, bet responsibly. And go Pack, go. We out of here.